I see opportunities for improvement is on the sales enablement side. And it's not, is my digital marketing working for me? Is my cost per lead good? Is my dwell time on the website good? Like that's not the point. It is the sales enablement side. I would also say cost justification side. I'll talk about that in a second, but sales enablement around, does my marketing team understand the business, the customers, the products, and the competitors, or are they just a bunch of liberal artists? And if they're the former, then the sales enablement is going to be very keen. Even if they're great at storyboarding, messaging, or product marketing, or web-based marketing, what have you, if they don't have the acumen, they will fall short. And that in the tech sector, I can't speak for consumer space or healthcare or other types of industries, but in the B2B tech space, it attracts a lot of marketers because we get paid well compared to other marketers, much better than even marketers in the sports world, for example, believe it or not. But it comes with an obligation that you better learn that product and what those blinky lights do on that box or on that software, on that phone or that app or what have you. And I think there's an inherent fear, insecurity complex, even the laziness in many of our ranks where they don't go that extra mile to learn it. So if you don't learn it, how can you enable sales when sales even knows more than you, because they're the ones talking to the customers? How are you really going to help them? If you don't even know how the product works and can't position against it, how are you going to enable them? If anything, you're going to send them in the wrong direction, and your win-loss percentage is going to go down. So I would say the sales enablement tied to the acumen is probably the biggest glaring issue I see with myself personally, with the teams I've been at, and then the macro marketing industry, because we never know enough and need to try harder, I think, to know more. And if I can, I'm blitzing you with so many answers, but I would also add one more, which is important. On the liberal arts topic I was just mentioning, we aren't engineers, we're not finance people, we're not even ops people, a lot of us in marketing. We're liberal artists and social scientists. We aren't very good at cost justification and ROI justification from budget to what we're doing. We may be able to say cost per lead was this at an event or with this content syndication mini campaign. But if I said end to end on a marketing budget, which we're trying to do at Behavox, and it's not easy because our minds aren't programmed this way, but if I said everything in your budget, from your MarTech stack to the video budget, to your events budget, to your analyst relations and PR budgets, all of that, every line item, can you cost justify X amount of dollars or pounds or euros you're spending into what it's doing to motivate, push the business from a revenue standpoint? Very, very difficult for us to think that way, typically, let alone follow through and do it. But we're actually trying to crack that nut at Behavox. Like I can tell you from a video budget, for example, how much we're spending, how many videos I get for it, and what it's going to do to move the needle on the SQL creation side. But I've never done that in other companies. It's something I've been learning along the way based on pressure from the CEO. And so the acumen on your business and your product, at least in my sector, tech sector, and then also the numbers game in ops of tying all of your liberal arts work to the science of numbers. I can see I think there's room for improvement there.